Hey, welcome to episode 24 of the Flame Series. I'm your host, BHP. This is going to be a different kind of live stream. Shout out to my team who just scored. We're going to do this episode 24, but I'm watching my team at the same time. You don't know it's Pittsburgh, man. Pittsburgh family is oh, yeah, that was a good throw. So, yeah, touchdown completed to Houston. But we're going to get into some topics. As y'all know, we do the Flame and Shame. And we just get it going, man. But shout out to my team who just scored. We playing the Giants right now, so Monday Night Football. Them niggas look silly with the mask on out there. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, let me do my shout outs real quick. Flame of Fame to everybody that's tuning in right now. Shout out to the Playback Gang. Big ups to y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please hit the like button. Welcome to episode 24. And shout out to the Promotions Gang. Truth Hurts Crew. And once again, make sure y'all hit up that channels tab, man. Check everybody out there. Also, shout outs to I added 2 people to the channels tab. You know how people they be getting funny with my channels. Be honest with you, man, I didn't realize how important my channels tab was to some people until these last few days. So, you know, I added some people to my channels tab. I got to be very careful with that, who I put on there, who I don't. But I added Tony Reviews. Shout out to Tony Reviews. Great channel. Very positive guy. And great channel. So check him out. Tony Reviews. I put him on the channels tab. He's not part of UDC Click, but he's on the tab because, I do my promo thing. So I like to send people that come to my channel to other people who I, feel are good, channels to go check out. So shout out to Tony Reviews. And I added IOTBA Boxing Talk back to the channels tab. This dude actually spoke up, you know what I mean, and kept it 100. And he looked out for your boy when he didn't even need to do that. So, but I will say this to our TBA Boxing Talk, and to everybody that the majority of the people, be real, majority of the people that was removed from my channels tab, in my opinion, I don't like all of the attention that these individuals gave to LDBC, all the negative energy and attention. Like, I just felt like, these channels are better than that, to just focus a majority of their content revolving around just dissing, LDBC and just, the same old stuff. You know what I mean? But that's my boy though, man. That's still my boy. And you know, um as far as the click, there's a certain chemistry we have here, and always try to make sure that I create a different kind of a live stream, a different kind of environment for people to come through. There are times, of course, we get off track, but for the most part, it's about a different kind of energy on the side, positive fuel. But we turn up, we make it litty, and we do what we do. You already know what's happening. So once again, appreciate y'all tuning in. Uh, MXBC, shout out to them. For the first time, I got to check them out yesterday and see that they got something going. You know what I mean? So shout out to the Mexican boxing community right here on YouTube. I'm not gonna hate on nobody. Any new coming channels or communities on the rise, I always support them and try to get them. Of course, I got my own restrictions and boundaries. I don't do the fanboying and stuff like that. So I always give everybody a try, And a lot of times you'll see me unsub or I'll stop messing with them when I realize that maybe it's a narrative being pushed or it's just a little bit too much attention towards one fighter because in some fanboy stuff. I don't be feeling that. I don't be feeling it. But I get it. People do what they do for algorithms, views, and shit. That's why, hey, it's not about that. I just put up the content that I creatively want to put up. But when I just see somebody might just be stuck in one lane and just doing the same old thing, I'd be like, okay, you know. But the click, if for the ones that know, um, some of my favorite channels, you know, on YouTube are content creators. You know, like I say, nothing, no offense to people who just do live streams and stuff like that. That's cool, or just do their videos and and talk and whatever. Like that's cool. It's all content. But me, you know, I'm a content creator at heart. I love to edit. I like to be creative. I like to entertain. And I think that that's what a lot of people don't get about me. And then other content creators on that channel tab. Come on, man, tackle this dude. Oh, Saquon is just doing ridiculous stuff to my team right now. My bad, y'all. I'm still watching the football game. But anyhow, with me, man, it's about entertainment. When I put up content on YouTube or I kick off a live stream, it's we just vibing, man. You know, I'm just casual BHP. I'm not the most knowledgeable dude, but I keep it litty. You know, y'all know that. I keep it litty. We entertain. I only speak on what I know about. And, you know, people be trying to draw me into debates that I don't even be trying to debate them on. So I take on debates that I know I'm knowledgeable about and that I'm going to win. You feel me? You know, but all the other stuff, other people that's trying to prove that they better than me, cool. That's cool, man. Like, y'all can have any title that you want of being the best boxing historian or the best knowledgeable guy and this, that, and the third. Um, I'm just in a different lane from y'all. So shout out to y'all. You know, I kind of look at the UGC kind of like a headquarters to a lot of different channels, you know, that are, you know, established now, but it's still just like a headquarters. It's just like a, you know, you could say one of the gatekeepers on YouTube, man. It just people have somebody who solidified themselves on this platform. A lot of people were attracted to this channel, you know, which is the funny thing to me because a lot of people might have negative things to say now, but people by free will gravitated to my channel, you know. So if it wasn't my boxing talk, it was something that had these people here, and a lot of these people that might diss me now, they were show putting the hashtag UGC. I know that, but they got a lot of hate in their heart now. Some of these people, but at one time it was a lot of love because I would never go out of my way to put somebody hashtag on my videos unless it was some real like I really fuck with you or something. So at least, you know what I mean? Unless they had an ulterior motive and they were doing it for something else. But some people they just gotta just be real about it, man. You know. And like my homie IOTBA said, like you ain't gotta like me now, but to try to discredit, you know, my work that I put in on YouTube, that's just foolish. It's just hater talk. But I'm about to drop the link in a little bit. Hey, I want to give a flame of fame real quick before I drop this link. Flame of fame to Joe Smith. Man, he want that smoke with the Turbiev or better be however they say it. But he definitely want that smoke with him. They both have to get a fight in between that time, but they definitely on a collision course, and I think that that's an excellent fight. I'm a fan of Smith. This dude is the Philly assassin. You know, I'm gonna just get him that title now. He the Philly assassin. He took out B Hop. He took out what's the fucking dude name? Uh, it'll come back to me. Oh, Jesse Hart. He took him out. You know, so two Philly two Philly boxers, man. He pretty much got out of there in great fashion. So, and this guy was the first to knock out Eliter Alvarez. I was like, wow. You know what I mean? And then in the fashion that he did it, it was almost getting knocked out the ring. So this dude is a very, very strong puncher. He's a very hard worker inside the ring and outside the ring. He seemed like he's very disciplined. He's very hungry and determined. I mean, you can't hate on that. So Flame of Fame for sure to Smith. And I hope that he wins his next fight. I hope Better Be wins his next fight so that they can meet up, man. It's a lot of great fights to be made at 175. So Flame of Fame to Joe Smith. And let me get to some comments and then we're gonna drop the link. What's up, Red? Shout out to Red Glove Militant. Yeah, Tony, very solid. He's very solid, man, and very positive channel. Ain't about the bullshit and the fuckery. It's just right to the content, and that's what I like. I like the channels that can just get right to the content. They can be positive. They ain't gotta be on the fuckery all the time and hating. Just get right to the content. Tony don't have to waste no time. Just, you know what I mean, slandering. He just get right to it. 1-2 Kid. I mean, Red Glove and 1-2 Kid. I'm talking about definitely my top pound for pound of favorite channels on YouTube. Guaranteed, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I've learned a lot from them. I'm sure they've learned some things from me, but like they say, iron sharpen iron. And when it comes to Red Glove and 1-2 Kid, man, like, them was like my favorite channels on YouTube, because them is also some positive dudes, entertaining, you know what I mean? And they ain't on no bullshit. When they come to YouTube, when they make time to come to YouTube and put their stuff up, they just do their thing. Uh, don't, put up with no bullshit. Of course, you don't want that work with them, because they some beasts in that lab, you know what I mean? So, them is that's what I'm a fan of. That's my lane. You feel me? Guys that can get in there, they can just positive, they can, uh, create topics on their own, ain't gotta jack nobody's style, and just be them. And they show support to me. You know what I mean? They ain't got to rep UGC, none of that. These guys by choice have decided to, rock with me, and I rock with them back. So, with that being said, man, I appreciate the ones that show support, because they're gonna get it right back from me. Yeah, Tony be doing some fire reviews. Fire reviews. He got it's called Tony Reviews for a reason. You know what I mean? So I like it when you go to a channel and it's all about what the channel say. You know what I mean? That's lit. You already know you come to UDC Flame. It's litty. It's litty. A lot of people, they copycatting, man. It was two individuals yesterday on live stream admitted that they stole my style. I was appalled. I was like, damn, you niggas admitted this shit on live stream. Come on, Ben Roethlisberger, get rid of the ball. Oh man, Ben is a clown. I'm a Steelers fan, but Ben be on some dumb shit sometimes. Anyway, my bad, y'all. I'm gonna be in and out looking at this game and talking this. What's up, BJ Ben? What's going on, brother? Hey, for the ones in the live chat, if you rock with me, please hit that like button. Hit the like button. That man could have been got rid of that ball, though. What's up, Iron Cone? Peace, my brother. Peace in the Caribbeans. Decent run. All right, let me drop the link. Let me drop the link to my brothers real quick. If it kick me out, I'll be right back. All right, I dropped the link to my brothers. Shout out to Unrivaled Boxing Talk and News. Y'all go check him out. Great channel. Way more knowledgeable than me when it comes to boxing. And a nigga like me, humble enough to say it. You feel me? Shout out to Unrivaled. If you want to get great boxing knowledge, somebody who know boxing from the history days to present day, shout out to Unrivaled. Like, no cap. He got that knowledge. So check him out. And shout out to Unrivaled Mark for also helping out Tony Reviews, man. That was lit, bro. Like, I'm all about that, man. Dudes that show love and promote other people, that's litty, dog. Matter of fact, let me do that right now. Flame of fame to Mark Unrivaled for sending subscribers to Tony Reviews and helping out certain individuals and helping out the boxing fans to be informed about what's going on in the sport of boxing. Appreciate you, bro, and everything that you do. And go support him that way. Oh, man. And also, one of my top pound for pound channels, Sporting Advantage. And just because they're on my channel tab, they're not on my channel tab for no reason, y'all. I'm telling you, man. I don't fucking throw the lob or give that, you know what I'm saying, that shine, that flame of fame to somebody who trash. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen with me. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, shoot. This is another fire channel. I'm talking about the present and future of content creating on some real stuff. And shout out to Cam Sweezy, everybody that's part of the Sporting Advantage movement, man. You know, subscribe to Sporting Advantage to get all your advantages on sports. That way. Red Gleavy.
What up, Black? Can you hear me?
Oh, snap. Hold on. Let me take the, what's the name off? Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just trying to make sure you can hear me because the Wi-Fi here is not that great.
Oh, you got that Jalik Wi-Fi and shit? No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I got that Jalik Wi-Fi right now. I'm housing from my dad. And,
Shout out to Jalik. Shout out to Jalik. Those are jokes.
But yeah, I'm housing from my dad, and I don't know what happened. His Wi-Fi used to be good, but it ain't that great. I can't wait to get back home so I can use some real Wi-Fi. My phone's charging, so I'm on the tablet, and I have to use the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to you, man. You know, you had a good live stream, and you know, you're always a positive dude, man. You always trying to, you know, diffuse certain things, and you know, I respect that about you, man. That's why you're my bro.
Absolutely. Like, here's what I'm gonna say. You know, some people, they're just gonna do what they're gonna do, and just let them do that. You know, if you suggest peace be made, and they tell you ain't gonna be no peace, you kind of just have to let it go. I mean, they're an adult. That being said, and that's really what my live stream was supposed to be about. It ended up being about some other shit, but hey, things happen, and we live and we learn. But you know, that was the gist of my message from this morning. Was, you know, it's all right if you want peace, but once you see that somebody is not going to give, they are, you know, we're all adults here, so they're gonna do what they're gonna do, and you just do your best to stay neutral. Don't put yourself in a situation that you're not in.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I mean, to be honest with you, man, you know, for the most part, and that's what's different too about our community, man. Like, for the most part, with a little hiccups, few hiccups here and there, we real positive, you know what I mean, on this side, man. We joke, we have fun, but once we see, you know, at least for me, once I see, okay, look, ain't no resolution here, then it's just like, okay, let's just let it go. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and I already, like I said, I did a video already clearing my name, you know, clearing the air to any individuals that were offended by what I've done in the past on YouTube. But one thing that I would say though is that I feel like, I don't know, for some reason when I flame or when I, you know, respond or something like that, it causes a more of a reaction from other people than when they flaming me. It's like nothing. Like, I got double teamed. I got jumped yesterday, and I'm cool. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I could be acting all emotional and be like, ah, fuck you, nigga, ooh, and go off, but I'm cool. I don't have nothing against them guys, man. And that's the difference between me. Like, I can let it go. You feel me? Like, I just got them niggas just came at me yesterday, and I'm like, I'm good, bro. I'm good. So I can understand when people can say, oh, you this and this and this and that, but at the same time, I'm unbothered too, bro. It's not that deep. It's YouTube. And I think, you know, you got to step back and look at the situation. If somebody is like, okay, man, good, you win, it's over with, and they're still pushing the envelope, it's like, okay, well, maybe you're doing this for a different reason. Or maybe you just cut a little too deep in your heart and your soul that, you know, you just need a little bit more time. But in the meantime, you got to stay on the outside with it. You know what I mean? But that's why, for the most part, your boy Black stay on the yard, because you know what I mean. When I go to YouTube streets, you know what I mean. I got to get jumped and you know how that go. So it's more peaceful here. More people. Just
You
being
know, I'm
real.
gonna say I had a situation, and as somebody not letting it go, and I'm gonna just say who it is. It's JFL. Because here's what happened. I'm
Hey,
trying to be
real
cool.
quick, Red, real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to IOTBA Boxing Talk. Shout out to you, bro. And no problem. Thanks, Mark, and appreciate you for what you do, bro. Go ahead, Red.
So this is what happened. El Jefe, he reached out to me and he said he wanted to put everything behind us. So I was like, all right, cool. I don't hate nobody on here. So
Right.
I found his channel and he was live, and I went in there and I was, just in the chat. I didn't plan on jumping on the panel. All of a sudden, JFL's on there talking shit. And it's just like, here's the thing. I'm a positive guy, but I'm not a doormat, So
Yeah.
he started talking this shit. So I jumped on the panel, and this is just an example of somebody who just couldn't let it go. All right, I embarrassed him, and I'm not just saying that. You hear a lot of people kind of big themselves up, but when I say I embarrassed him, I'm talking about he was cool with all those dudes over there, the MXBC, and they all said, "Hey, Red made you look bad," and he couldn't take it to the point where he started talking shit to them. And it's like, all right, you're ruining all your relationships on account of me? Like,
right. But
for
the Red,
real. Huh?
to piggyback on what you said right there, bro. Like I have to experience the same shit. Like when we flame, it's like we kind of go in. You feel me? And a lot of people don't want to be embarrassed and get exposed or whatever the case. So it's like that's why at this point it's like it's dangerous when we do it, because then, like you said, they want to just destroy relationships. They want to attack the person's subs and whoop do. Like I had somebody. It was crazy. Like when you telling my subs, "Oh, you stupid for supporting this person," whoop, whoop, like nigga, damn, that's excessive. Like if I got a problem with somebody, I'm not gonna be trolling their subscribers and say, "Look, man, you stupid nigga, you casual ass niggas following this nigga around." Like, huh? Like, nigga, everybody on YouTube putting in work, building up their subscribers, but to try to attack their growth or try to get people to leave them, like, that's come on, man.
Yeah,
That's
I mean that that I'll use myself as an example. Me and Jalik don't get along at all. All right.
oh wow.
El Jefe, I know, right? But El Jefe,
I haven't even heard or seen him in a while, but I'm shocked to hear that because you a cool dude. How y'all not cool?
Yeah,
Now listen to Jalik, gotta be Jalik's side or something.
it is. I mean, of course, that's my side of the story, but if you ever want to hear that, we'll talk about it. But I just want to get to this real quick. El Jefe, like I said, me and him, we've made peace. And he was like asking me, he's like, hey, you gotta admit though, don't you think Jalik, he what's the word he used? He changed the game. He was like big enough to lead. And this is what I told him. I said, if you like Jalik's style and all that, I'm not saying that you're wrong or you're stupid or anything. I said, but I don't have the same feelings. I don't feel the same way. I think his debating style is weak. He don't answer questions. He asks hella questions in the process, and then when you put the heat on him, all he want to do is shout you out. I said, to me, that's all weak. But if that's what but I told him, I said, if that's what you like, cool. Like I'm not here to tell you what you should like and what you shouldn't like. See, even though I don't like Jalik at all, I'm not gonna tell somebody, oh, well, you're a fucking idiot for not liking him, or for liking him. I mean, it's just like, you do you. If that's what you like, this is YouTube. You subscribe to the channels that you want to subscribe to. You make the content that you want to make. So, and even though I don't like Jalik, I don't want nothing bad to happen to him. I hope he's blessed with good health and able to take care of himself during these hard times. I'm just not fucking with him on this boxing shit. That's all there is to it. So I can remove my feelings from it and just be like, it is what it is. Like, Y'all don't have to dislike somebody just because I dislike.
Right. 100% agree with you, man. 100%. But I hope, I wish him nothing but the best, man. Like, the thing about it, it's been a journey, you know what I mean? Like with all y'all. And that's what kind of make this bond, kind of strong, throughout this process, because we've been knowing each other for some years, we've been on multiple live streams, all of that. So I wish Jalik nothing but the best, you know what I mean? Whatever he doing. And like I gave him some props yesterday. He was the one that had everybody talking about double talk, and he came up with the idea, students of the game of life. He has a different kind of mind. Like how you said, he as far as debating, he ain't the best debater at all, but that doesn't mean that he didn't have his place, on the team at one point. You know what I mean? Jalik still had a sense of humor. A lot of people don't have that. You know what I mean? They take everything to heart. But I guess it will get to a point where sometimes we will flame a little too much, and Jalik may, take it personal. And he might have felt like we was jumping him or whatever a lot of times on live stream, because we just would disagree with him, and we'll be voicing our own opinion. So no hard feelings towards Jalik. And if he ever want to come through and chop it up one day or two or whatever, it don't matter. He can. So I ain't holding one thing about me, I ain't holding no grudges on towards nobody on YouTube. Like for instance, and what I said earlier in the chat about, like, I really just, it bothers me. Not really bothers me, it's just I don't really like when too many people spend a lot of attention on just like maybe flaming like the LDBC and things like that. Like that's just been one of the things, like shit. Hold on, my bad. My mind got sidetracked because it's my team. I'm like, y'all niggas got a score right here, guy. But shit, whatever I was saying, I got my mind sidetracked. Hey, but what's up, Martin? What's going on, my bro?
Yeah, what up, Martin?
Hey, also, man, Red Glove, do you think it could be any chance of an upset for Deontay Wilder in December, man, against Fury? Well, what chances, what percentage do you give?
Percentage?
Yeah.
Right now?
Right.
I'm thinking 10%. I'm saying 10%. I'm just being real. Like, I can't say that he has no chance. There's people who are saying he has absolutely no chance. He definitely has a puncher's chance. But I'm not gonna kid myself and say that he don't punch hard. One punch can change the whole fight, and he definitely got that power where not only could it change the fight, it could end the fight. So
right.
I gotta give him that. But I just think mentally he's not. I don't think he's prepared. I could be wrong, but it don't seem like he's there. He's prepared mentally. You would think that after the whole suit debacle, he would have been like, you know what, next fight, fuck a suit. But he was already getting the next suit designed and everything, and it's just like, to me, it doesn't seem like he's learned anything. Like he's trying to psych himself up, but in the back of his mind, he's like, man, I got my ass whipped. And
yeah, bro, that's a reality. He definitely thinks about that a lot. Like, damn, I'm my ass kicked.
And that ain't happened to him since the amateur. So you gotta keep in mind, he's been pro for what, 10, 11 years. He had to deal with that since amateurs, and it's just like, I don't know. So, I think. Go ahead.
My question to you, Red, do you think that that's like, I mean, even though you can't control, if you win in that many fights in a row, you win that many fights in a row. But when someone loses that late, like say after they, close to 50 fights, say 43, 44 fights, and then they finally lose, like, you think it's more devastating at that point and then harder to bounce back? Whereas if they would have lost earlier in their career, okay, damn, you had some bumps in the road, but you know what it's like to lose, but damn, you went undefeated, and then all of a sudden you don't just lose, you get fucking stopped brutally.
It depends on the individual, but generally speaking, I think so. I think it can be hard for somebody. They don't know how to take it. Like, think about guys who lost early in their career. Lomachenko is a good example of an active fighter right now who lost in the second fight. But now look at him. Like, he's on damn near everybody's pound for pound list who is credible. And he's not only he's on the list, he's up there, not to say that you can't lose later in your career, because let's not forget, Chavez Sr., he lost like his 89th fight or something like that, so, and he still was a beast afterwards. So it depends on the individual, but I do think it takes a toll. Also, it depends on how old you are. Chavez was also a lot more active than any of these boxers, so Wilder could be saying in the back of his head, maybe I'm getting, age is catching up with me, and there's a lot of factors to take in account. Keep in mind, I'm not in the mind of Deontay Wilder, so I'm not claiming to know any of this. I'm just trying to gauge where he's at mentally. And I think he's gonna fall as hard or even worse than he did in that second fight. That's just my opinion.
So shout out to Mark on Rival who just came in. Boxing. Hey, it's still on Rival Boxing Talking. Okay, yeah, it is. All right. So I had that banner from back in the day. So what do you think about what he just said, Ray? He said good things come in threes. This is their third fight. He dropped him twice. Perhaps third time is the charm. Shit. Third time's the charm. You just got to connect on that chin, that chinny chin. And Wilder got to guard his temple, nigga, behind that ear shit. Nigga.
I'm sorry, but I think Angel got the feels.
Who is that? Hey, what's up, Angel?
What's up, man? You don't know that? That's me and Jalik, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you Jalik.
That's
Shut up, Jalik,
man. As soon as I saw the picture, I knew it was Angel.
Jalik. That's my bro, though. What's up, Jalik, man?
Got him.
No, yeah, no, that's still my G. That's my bro, man. Yeah, Jalik's my dude. Jalik's my dude. Fuck all that.
Hey, we got 15 watching. Please hit the like button. Hey, I'm gonna be real.
What's up, Mark? Hey, Red.
What up, Mark? What up, Angel?
What's up,
hey, what's going on?
Hey, before we go to Mark, I guarantee there's somebody in the background looking like this. Guarantee you.
Niggas talking that shit again, man. Talking that UGC shit, man. Fuck all that dumb shit. Fuck that dumb shit, nigga. On that stupid shit, oh casual ass niggas, man. Fuck them niggas. All right, my bad. Go ahead, y'all. My bad.
Let's be real. With how weird people are on YouTube, someone might be dressed like this watching.
Uh-oh.
See? You never know.
No. That would be in the category moisture. That would be the category moisture right there. That
like
man
you never
got
know. People are weird.
Right. He probably got hands though. You imagine a nigga with that on whoop your ass like god damn, this nigga had a motherfucker. Right? Yeah, it's Vin Diesel, right?
No, that's the Rock. Wait, it's the Rock, right?
Rock.
That's the Rock, bro.
No, but I mean,
I thought that was okay, I had to zoom in.
Oh, that's the motherfucking Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, because he did that He did that Tooth Fairy movie. I never seen it.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
I'm gonna be honest. I probably would have thought Vin Diesel too, but because I remember he did that Tooth Fairy movie, and Mark used the Tooth Fairy name earlier. I was like, yeah, that's the Rock. I'm pretty sure the Rock got hands.
Yeah, I mean, he'll choke the shit out of you.
He got something.
You got something. Shit, elbow the shit out of your ass. What's up, Hawk? He says, I'm going to drink this high octane beer I have, and then I'm going to start beef with someone. All right.
He's just messing around.
A toast. Hey, shout out to my Steelers who just scored, goddammit. What we got? 16-10? Yeah, Big Ben. All right, go ahead. I'm watching the game at the same time we're doing the show.
Yeah.
Big Ben.
I might have to try to watch the NFL this season. I used to watch football a lot and then I stopped, but I'm just curious how they're gonna do with Tom Brady. You know, like
mean,
when I heard that the Bucks got Tom Brady, I'm like, what?
They lost.
Like
They
this?
lost yesterday.
I mean,
I think
yeah,
so.
they lost yesterday. That game was good though. It was a good game, man. I
Oh
liked it. It
damn!
was a good game.
Hey, what y'all think about Cam Newton as a starting quarterback for New England? Ain't this some shit?
Hey, I didn't even watch that Bucks game yesterday, so I can't answer no football questions. I'm disqualified.
Right. We ain't gonna spend too much time on it, but you know, it don't matter. It's the flame. He said, "How about those Eagles?" Yeah, I seen somebody on the streets with the flag and shit. I was like, "Yo, Deshaun Jackson playing?" He's like, "Yeah, he gonna play. Show you right." I was like, "All right."
You know how
I'm a
people
fan
be
of
like,
him.
you know how people be like, fuck the Mayweathers. Well, it's fuck the Eagles because I'm from New York.
Fuck the Eagles. Oh shit.
Fuck the Eagles, man.
Hey,
The Jets, baby.
since we on Philly, hey, on Rival Mark, man, what you feel about Danny Garcia? What's your chances of him that you give him against Spence, man?
Well, yeah, picking between a dude who has like 6 toes and a dude who has tits, aren't you?
11
No, on
versus
the
10.
real, for me, it comes down to two things. If Errol is fine, Errol should beat him on points. He should. If Errol is okay, if he's not, Danny has a good chance of knocking him out. If there's an issue with his chin, if there's an issue with him internally, if there's any issues after the car crash, Danny's capable of knocking him out. Otherwise, Danny hasn't really performed as of late at welter. He struggled, and his resume ain't all that either. So you got to favour Spence if he's fine. If he's not, Danny could knock him out.
So what game plan does Errol Spence need to apply in order to get that victory, in your opinion?
Fight the way he did against Mikey Garcia.
Oh,
Keep
okay,
him
yeah.
long, keep him at the end of the jab, move around, just box him every time. Because Danny pays too much attention to feet. Errol can catch him with uppercuts and counters while he's paying attention to feet on the way in. So that'd be my plan. Low risk. Don't trade in the pocket.
Okay, I was just about to say, so in no point in the fight, Errol don't need to trade with him at no point. He can't win no exchanges with Danny then.
If there's a question on his chin, no. No, if there's a question on his chin, absolutely not. Because Danny's too smart at landing cleanly in the pocket. Errol's a better inside fighter, but Danny is better at shortening up punches and catching them clean on the chin. And if there is problems with that chin after the car crash, he will take his head off in the pocket.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
just
I
don't
agree
know.
because Danny. Oh my bad.
Go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
Angel. No, go ahead, Angel.
I was just gonna say that Mark caveat off Mark. You know, Danny in the inside with those hooks, he snaps them so good, and he in the timing. You know, is that he's got that snap and they're real tight, and he just got the perfect like whip on him in the inside. He does it better than Arrow in that inside with like that tight hook, what Mark was talking about. So I could see that's being a problem there. For sure.
Yeah, like what I say, Errol's the better inside fighter. What I'm talking about is, when if Errol clenches him, Errol's really good at freeing up his right hand. He's very good at freeing it up and keeping control of the other person's body and their body position. Danny's not really good in the clinch. Errol's also better at maneuvering defensively in the pocket, but Danny is much more accurate, right up there with those short hooks. Really
So
accurate.
I got another question to ask you about that because a lot of the punches, he threw a lot of punches versus Mikey in that fight, but a lot of that was a majority of it was to the body too. Can he really go to the body and be effective to the body versus Danny?
Yeah, he can. He's a southpaw.
Danny don't. I just feel like it's a danger getting countered if you're gonna try to, you know what I mean?
Nah, he's only a danger if he dips. You see, Errol stiffens the jab and goes long. He's able to do that with Danny and move out to the side. You'll watch that he constantly moves out. Errol will keep going out to his left, going down to that body, right? Which means Danny's dangerous weapon, it's that left hook. If he goes out to his left, Danny's left hook is further out of range. So Danny will need to overextend and he could be caught.
Hey, Jesse Vargas said in an interview that he believes the fight gonna end in a knockout. That's what he said. He don't think it's gonna go to distance. So, how many on the panel believe that the fight will go to distance? How many feel will be ending the KO?
I think it'll end in a KO.
I honestly can't say.
I have a feeling.
I have no. I had no idea how that car accident affected Spence. So like,
Yeah.
So if there, so basically what you saying, Red, if there is a KO, you think it's gonna be Errol Spence getting KO?
yeah, I would say that, you know, like let's be honest, like I don't like Danny Garcia, but the reality is he does have a chin. Like I'm not a hater. Like just because I don't like a boxer don't mean that I can't admit, you know, I can't give him credit where credit is due. Dude got a chin. You know, he got probably the best chin in the welterweight division. Um, you know, and of course he ain't never, you know, I ain't never been punched by the guys he's been punched by, but I'm just saying, you know, if I had to gauge it, he probably has the best chin. So I don't think it would be him. I would think it would be Spence, and that would be due to the car accident because Spence had a good chin before the accident. So
Yeah. Hey, y'all smash the like button unless you look like him in the background right now. So just if not, you know, smash the like button. Hey, shout out to Lisa Bell's in the chat. I didn't get to shout her out, and then shout out to Ty Legacy also in the chat. Hey, I was talking about earlier before y'all came on. I gave the Flame of Fame to Joe Smith. Of course, he's looking like he on a collision course to fight Better Beef, but they got to get a fight in between that. What do y'all think about that fight, man? What chances do y'all give Smith of possibly upsetting Better Beef?
Anybody else want to go first?
I'll go. Me personally, I would say he got a 30% chance. Um, just because you know I've seen Better Beef get caught. You know, I'm not saying he got a weak chin or anything. I'm just saying like it's more of a testament to Joe Smith. Like, you know, so I think I if I had to bet, I would put my money on Better Be, but if I had to put a percentage on the upset, it would be 30.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm gonna have to get. I'm putting my money on with Joe Smith, man. He's a younger fighter.
ooh,
He's on a roll. You know, he's got that momentum. You know, we talked about about momentum before, right? And in the past show, and talking about how the fighter is, you know, he's off that win, that momentum. He knows this is his time, and now he's hungry. He's calling out the top guy. You know, it's not like he just chilled for a minute, right? With his title, his title, he got that win. And he's like, you know what? Nah, I want the main dude, the boogeyman. Give me that guy. You
right.
know, and he didn't call him out. He probably been one to call him out, but it just so happens that Better Beef got his ribs broke. So now it looks even more, you know, like an opportunity to, you know, get a good victory, you know, the scalp or whatever. So I got to go with Joe, man, because he's just a stronger guy, and it looks like, you know, like it's been said, Better Beef's been caught before. So I mean, you know, and then there's a little bit of bias, you know, New York, you know, gotta go for my guy there. You know what I mean? Big
Yeah,
Apple. So a little bit. You know, it's because the Joe's for me. Joe's the underdog. I feel about the underdog, a regular Joe Schmo, regular freaking
right.
working man, just like me, you, everybody on the panel and chat. Joe's one of us, man. You know what I'm saying? He just got a union behind him, but it's, you know, or his own. Well, he used to be a union, but I don't know. But he got his own construction company. He's doing good things, and you know what it's about. Yeah, that's my pick.
Right. All right. So Joe Smith for the upset. That's one right there for Joe. Sporting Advantage said Joe Smith dies. So he definitely doesn't think he has a chance. 1-2 kid. What's up, dog?
Hey, what's up, man? I was trying to get on, man. I'm defragging my computer, so I had to charge my phone to get on.
Oh, okay. On the phone,
Yeah.
on the celly today. All right. Hey, we was just asking the question, man. Joe Smith and versus Better Be, man. What chances do you give him of beating Better Be? Who's your pick?
I'll give him good chances. I think he's got decent reach. I don't know if he uses it as much as he wants to, but he uses it to get inside. Joe Smith does, and he's heavy-handed, man. And if you heavy-handed, you always got a chance. And he's active, and this is the first time he really been training. He said he's been doing full training camp, so you know, not just I got a fight lined up, so I'll start training. So I think he runs a tree business or something, and he just started you know putting all his training in, and it showed in his last fight.
Mm-hmm. Hey, shout out to Shiz Biz in the chat. He says salute to the panel. Lisa says she's got better beef, but Joe Smith can crack. Yeah, you got that crack. You heavy-handed for sure. What's up, Tony? Tony Reviews in the chat. Mandosolos says Joe Smith is a Teamster, so I'm rocking with my fellow Teamster. What you mean? What does that mean? Teamster.
He's in the union. He's in the union.
Yeah, there's a
Union, like I
union
was
called
saying, he's in the union.
Yeah,
because I wasn't too sure if he was still in the union. So, but that confirms he's still in the union. So he's good.
Yeah, it's that union's actually been around for a long time. I just recently learned about the Teamsters because of that movie, The Irishman. Because what's his name, Jimmy Hoffa, he was involved with the Teamsters, and then also Hostess. I don't know if y'all remember a couple of years back, Hostess had like an issue with they went out of business, and it had to do with one of the unions, and I think the Teamsters was the ones that was actually, because they had two unions they were dealing with, and the Teamsters I think was actually being reasonable with them, and there was the other union that fucked them over. So, but yeah, this is stuff that I just recently learned about, so don't feel bad, Black. Like, if you would ask me a year ago who the Teamsters were, I would have thought he was talking about some kind of minor league baseball team or something.
Yeah. Oh, construction. Okay, he got a construction company. I knew he had some kind of company though. Yeah. Well, shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. Taking care of business outside the ring and inside the ring. Hey, man. Shoosh, we right at the doorstep, damn near, with these Charlos. Goodness gracious. I mean, that's gonna be a good one. So like I said, I'm excited about that fight, but man, shout out to Top Rank getting us the fucking well, it ain't really undisputed, but the unification between Lomachenko and Lopez for free. Well, not free, but on ESPN.
Can I say something real quick on the Joe Smith thing?
Yes, sir.
I'm still waiting because he has to fight the winner of Vlasov versus Salamov. The winner of that is fighting for the vacant WBO. If he can come through,
guys, right? They some Russian guys, ain't they?
They're both Russian, yeah. They're both solid, actually. Vlasov's fought up at cruiserweight, by the way, so he's a big dude. He's not easy to fight. So he won't be an easy night's work for Joe if he gets him. He is a big boy, and he's a lot larger than Joe. So if Vlasov beats Salamov, which I predict he will, that's going to be tough for Joe because he no longer has like the strength advantage there, which is what he relies on. So hopefully he can pull it off in volume because he's the type of guy you want to see become a world champion. Hard working, dedicated, honest guy. Against Beterbiev. My only problem is that Joe, when he comes in and he doubles up his jab, he keeps his head in the exact same line, and Arthur shifts his punches. So that's his head will be a sitting duck. I want him to do well. I'd love to see him pull off that upset, but I only see Beterbiev stopping him in the mid rounds unless Joe lands some freaky shit, which he's capable of, deadly capable of. He's a big puncher.
Damn. Okay. Well, damn. Shit. And then if he's victorious, if it's a tough ass fight to go from that to better be, damn, he might have a lower chance. I mean, if it's a tough one. But
if he can knock either of those guys out, he has a big punch. He could knock Vlasov out, man. He's a huge puncher. And he could knock Beterbiev out, too. If he were to do that, that'd be crazy to see Joe Smith go on and be a 3-belt unified champion. And lineal, by the way.
From the mud, and you talk about his resume, right? Like if he able to do that, and you just look at the wins, that he'll able to get KO wins too. If he's able to knock out Beterbiev, damn boy.
We're talking about Leader Alvarez and Beterbiev on that card. Bernard Hopkins. I mean, come on.
I got a question for y'all. I want to know what y'all's thoughts are on something that I heard today. And Mark, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but is it true? Is it true that they are talking about creating a new division between cruiserweight and heavyweight?
Oh man,
they are. There's a few different talks of that. It's with the WBC. It's fronted by Tony Bellew. They're thinking about actually creating like a 205 division. for what cruiserweight is now, making a 190, which is junior cruiserweight, and a 220 for like junior heavyweight, super cruiserweight.
So what are y'all's thoughts on this?
We don't need more divisions in boxing.
I mean, I don't think that if anything, yeah, they be break up the heavyweight division. Niggas is getting hit, they head hit on by dudes 40, 50 pounds heavier than them. Like, man, that shit crazy. So if anything, like I don't know who I was talking to about this shit, but the super heavyweight division or something. Like you got these fat ass Ruizes and shit, man. Like put them in a whole different category. Fuck that.
I can understand that, but this is what I gotta say. I think before they talk about creating any more divisions, they need to get shit in order right now. Like this shit is so out of order. Like with the 4 belts, and then you got this franchise, and then you got the super and regular and diamond and all this shit. First, they need to clean all that shit up before they start talking about making any more division. Because right now, shit is just way too confusing. Now you're just gonna create another confusing division.
And the heavyweights too. I mean, these dudes ain't accustomed to making weight. Now they got to make weight too. Like you know how long it take for them to work that shit out. Like man, I ain't trying to get down to no 220.
All I'm saying is like I'm not opposed to creating more divisions altogether. I mean, I prefer for it to be how it, I think right now it's fine. If anything, I wouldn't mind them getting rid of divisions, but I'm not opposed to it altogether either. But what I'm saying is, shit is just too unorganized right now, and you want to create more divisions to be unorganized in. You know what I'm saying? To me, that'll make sense.
Look, if they're going to do that, I'd prefer them to reshape every weight division completely. I'd want 105 completely gone, and we start at a minimum weight of 110, which is 2 pounds below flyweight. Bring flyweight up to super fly, which is 115. Then we go from 115 to 120. Then from 120 to 126. That's how I'd like to see that go. And that way we're cutting out 4 of the weight divisions in boxing. We're keeping people in around the weight that they're currently making. And then you go up to, instead of 130, 132, lightweight gets shifted to 137. Junior welter's 141, then we have 147. Like, that's all cool. Then we go from 147 to, I'd prefer to see 156 rather than 154. Because that can cause too many issues. And then go to 162 for middle. And then 170 for super middle, and then you go to 180 for light heavy. And I think that makes a lot more sense. And that way you're bridging the gap, because when you go from 175 to 200, you go from 180 to 200, which is it's 5 pounds better. Or you can bring it down to 195 and then go to 210. And that way you're keeping 15-pound increments and mathematicals based off of percentages of body weight, and you're cutting out 3 weight divisions in boxing.
Somebody edit that part out and send it to the goddamn commissioners and shit.
Yeah, that sounded like a good idea, and the fighters themselves will feel like they're getting over because they don't have to make weight. You know what I'm saying? Or it won't be as difficult unless these guys are trying to just, fight smaller guys, and then you deal with that. But before that, I would have to agree with Red, because it don't matter even if we bunch all this talent together in a division. Are we still gonna get the fights with all these damn belts and shit and sectioning bodies? So I think they're both great ideas. I think they just need to be implemented in a certain structure.
You see, even the heavyweight thing is cool, right? I just feel if we have to add any weight divisions anywhere, it has to be between the jump from light heavy to cruiser, because you're going up 25 pounds. Like, you go from 168 to 175, and then it's like 175 to 200. It's like, that don't make any sense.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Because so don't take away any weight classes, just restructure it, rearrange the shit.
Yeah, restructure it. Get that that light heavyweight is too low. It's just too low. Like, you should be looking at super middle being 175, and then light heavyweight being 185. You need to restructure it. You need to take out some of the lower weight divisions, because if you go from 105 to 135, they're all the little weights, right? Lightweight and below, right? That's 7 weight divisions, man. 7 weight. What is it? 105. Wait, hold on. 105, 108, 112, 115, 118, 122. Holy crap, 126, 130, 135. That's 8 of the 17. 30 pounds. 30 pounds takes up nearly half of our weight classes out of 17. Right? And don't make any sense. It makes zero sense. Because then you go to light heavy and all of a sudden it's a 25-pound leap. It's nearly the same for one weight division to another as it is for the first 8 weight divisions.
Yeah. Mando said Bellew killed in the Creed movie. No, he wasn't. I don't think he was. Damn, why you wishing that on Tony Bellew? I mean, maybe in a shitty idea.
He probably saying he did a good job acting.
Oh, okay.
As pretty Ricky Conlon.
Yeah. I remember when I watched, I was like, wait a minute, Tony Bellew's in this?
Andre Ward was in that, and so was Gabe Rosado.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. And then you had Andre Ward and Gabe Rosado.
Deontay Wilder would have been in the next one, but he got stopped. So I think that changed.
I went to see Creed with one of my friends, and he said, "Yo, Mark, is that James DeGale?" When he saw Andre Ward on the screen.
You know who James DeGale really looks like to me though? He looks like a stretched out Kell Brook. It looked like somebody took Kell Brook and stretched him out. That's how James DeGale looked to me.
He said a stretched out Kell Brook. Right.
That's what he looked like to me.
Stretched, yeah, that's crazy, though. That's crazy. Did he get that little tooth fix and shit that got knocked out?
Who, James DeGale?
Yeah.
To be honest, I haven't kept up with knowing James DeGale ever since he retired.
His voice don't match his face. He just like, damn, this nigga voice sound weird.
I don't think Kell Brook's voice matches his face either.
Kell Brook walking around like Eddie Baba listen, I got these chocolate brownies.
I was about to say that too. I was about to say Mark can do a pretty good Kell Brook.
So Mark, what is that? Is that a shit fight for Bud Crawford?
Oh man, I hate being asked this. My thing on Bud is it's really sad because he's been frozen out, right? And he doesn't really have many options. I think if there is an option to fight anybody like from the PB side, whether it's an Ugas or a Porter or a Thurman, and they can make it happen somehow, they should be pushing for it because Kell hasn't fought at welter in 3 years. Last time he was there, he had his other eye fractured. You know, Black, like you and I know each other back about 2.5 years now on these platforms, right? We've talked off and on. I remember even you said Kell Brook was broken back then going into the Errol Spence fight, you know, after the Triple G shit and being stabbed in the leg. You know that. So 3 years later, having not fought in the weight division, already struggling to make weight back then, now that's not a good thing. It just we can't we have to be serious about that. That's a
So Bud gets absolutely zero credit beating Kell Brook.
I'll give him credit because Kell Brook's a big guy, but I'm not going to give him much credit. I can't give him much credit for it. I mean, I would put more validity in him beating Mikey Garcia right now at welterweight than I would in him fighting Kell Brook.
So I got a question. Which is a worse opponent? Bud Crawford fighting Kell Brook or Devin Haney fighting Gamboa? Which is worse?
Oh, they're both pretty bad, man.
Take a pick. I'm like, I mean, Gamboa.
I'll actually say that Bud fighting Brook is worse than Haney fighting Gamboa because of
Brook is worse than Gamboa?
Because Gamboa in his last fight was fighting against a prime fighter, made it into the 12th round, whether we rate him or not, and he's been fighting in that weight division for a while. Whereas
like
Kell,
a broken ankle.
And he still did well. The other thing about it is Gamboa has been a lightweight for a while. Kell hasn't fought at welter in 3 years.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. And that motherfucker had duct tape on his fucking boot. I'm like, damn.
And here's the last one. The level of Devin and the level of Crawford. We're talking about a guy who up until recently was consensus #1 pound for pound on the planet and a prospect guy who has a belt but still needs to prove himself.
Yeah.
Because we all know how good Bud is. Bud's elite. He's one of the best fighters in the world. No questions asked. He is phenomenal.
It's facts.
We know it on eye test, we know it on achievement, and we've seen. Look at the struggles Taylor and Ramirez both had with Victor Postol. They both struggled with him. Crawford made him look like he didn't exist.
Yeah, yeah.
He destroyed Jeff Horn at his own game. That's not what nobody expected Crawford to go in there, grab a hold of Jeff Horn and throw him around the ring like Klitschko did Povetkin.
Hey, how about outboxing Amir Khan? Nobody really did that shit before.
Nobody ever made him quit.
Nobody ever made him quit. Nobody ever outboxed Khan. I was like, God damn. I mean, everybody expects, if it's, his opposition to knock him out, but not outbox him. But when he did that, I was like, damn.
Context, though. Context with Khan, though. Yeah, just context. Fight previous, Sammy Vargas. He got dropped and he struggled to outpoint him. He had a tough night. Might not be the same fighter. That's context.
Is Khan done, or what is he doing? Is he gonna come back to boxing, or what's going on? He looking for a big payday?
Well, the other
day, should be fighting Brooke.
Man, come on. Right, he should chasing.
That's their biggest payday.
That's ridiculous.
They could probably still get away with that shit and still get some money out of it. This they last hurrah to get that shit done and over with, man.
Well, hey, Curtis Stevens, it don't matter what Curtis Stevens is doing in life, he would never be able to escape this image right here. Ever. Woo, that motherfucker hard.
Woo. Hey, Black, do you recognize the name I'm using though?
Reggie Liverpool. I said, what the fuck? Off the top.
And I want to say something about Amir Khan though. He really needs to consider getting some insurance on that fine china he got. Around his chin because it's bound to crack. It's bound to crack.
Ain't no insurance company putting any money on that shit, bro. Bro, if you're 27 and you smoke, insurance companies won't even give you life insurance. Never mind getting Amir Khan's chin.
Now they actually grew up not too far apart, right?
Bolton to Sheffield, yeah. Bolton to Sheffield, not that far, man.
So one of them got a glass chin or China chin, and the other one got like a China orbital bone and shit. Like, damn, y'all niggas faces.
Got two China orbital bones.
Two of them. Yeah, double trouble. Tackle this motherfucker, man.
It's gonna be the battle. That fight ever happens, it'll be the battle of fine China.
Right, big trouble in China. Yeah, real China.
I feel sad about that fight though, because
the battle of glass houses.
I feel devastated about that fight, man, because 5 years ago, that shit was huge in the UK. Like, I don't think a lot of people like in America really took in how big it was in the UK. I reckon that would have done 1 million pay-per-view and could have sold out Wembley Stadium. Like, that could have been Joshua type territory. Now, if those guys were able to sell out the O2 Arena and do 350k boys, that'd be a success.
Yeah. Who do you put at fault for that, Mark? Like in your humble opinion, who do you think is at fault for that?
Well, everybody knows I hate both of them, but I blame Amir Khan.
All right, yeah. And you know what?
That's gonna be their last fight. That's gonna be their last fight, and then they're gonna retire. I think that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna fight each other, and both gonna retire for big payday.
That's fine by me, but I'll just say the reason I blame Amir is because you can't be looking for a weight catch at 144 pounds and say you want 95% of the poor split. You ain't that big of an A side. Yeah, Floyd.
Wait, he wanted what?
He wanted 144 pound weight class and 95% of the pay.
144. So with these
That's why
guys,
that fight originally fell through, and Amir never went back to negotiations.
Brooke couldn't fuck. Brooke would die trying to make 144. Oh, picked off. Let's go. My bad, y'all.
Yeah, I'm actually friends with Shady Slim. Anybody who knows who Shady Slim is, he's a good friend of mine, but he is completely in love with Amir Khan. I don't know what his infatuation is with him.
What?
But me and him, we've had so many conversations, and he swears that like he picked Amir Khan to beat Canelo. All right.
Oh no.
But yeah, it's funny because like he used to do videos talking about you need to choose with your head and not with your heart. And at first, when the fight got announced, he was like, "Why are you doing this, Amir? You can't beat Canelo." And then he convinced himself. Like within a couple of weeks, he's like, "Oh, Amir got this," and it's just like. But I love Shady Slim because no matter how much he has, no matter how much he lets his love for Amir Khan blind him, he's always been a good friend of me. So I can't, I gotta keep it 100. I got respect for the man for that reason.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Khan almost he was almost what undisputed at 140. Right? He was snatching up all the belts at 140 up until he ran into Danny.
You mean Danny's fist ran into him, bro?
He didn't fucking see it, nigga. he got introduced to that no look hook, nigga.
The no look left hook. It's too bad, Angel.
Hey, Tony Reviews real quick in the chat said Mean Machine might be the truth. Dude is still early in his career and had Bud in trouble. I like what he said after his victory. He was like, and I actually kind of agree with him. He was like, actually, out of everybody that fought Bud Crawford, I did the best version of him than anybody. I was like, I started thinking like, when you think about it, Gamboa had some success early on, but as far as that welterweight, do y'all think that he had the best? He did the best versus Bud Crawford.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Benavidez gave him some problems too.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
But a lot of people would say
probably
probably say Ige because of the fact that they feel like he dropped him and he was hurting Bud Crawford, but
But Bud wasn't walking through Benavidez like that.
That's true. He was being smart. He was being very calculated.
He had to pay for his real estate, so he was careful in how he was doing it.
He may have had to, but Benavidez was lucky if you gave him 1 or 2 rounds in that fight, and he fought up until the 12th round. Like Egas didn't, and he won 2-3 rounds.
Yeah, he just kept looking to counter. I'm like, bro, you can't, you ain't gonna beat Bud like that. Just waiting.
I think Mean Machine looked good boxing in the first rounds, and I feel like I'm not sure if Bud was expecting that the way he came out and he was doing his thing. He didn't just go right at Bud at first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just be feeling like I feel like Cavalias's got the same gear though. I just feel like he don't really have no extra gear that he kicks it in. He's really good in the gear that he in, but you got certain fighters that kind of turn up the heat but I just feel like he just kind of the same way.
Well, he found that second gear that we've been waiting on in that Zivsky fight, because if you watch the first few rounds, they're kind of like close to each other. And he just took it up a level, man. He just started exploding, stiffening that jab, doubling it up, tripling it up. He got more vicious with his shots, put more venom on his hooks. That was nice to see from Egas, man. It was nice to see him be able to do that.
He might have took something from that fight too,
Nice.
A lot of people do, man. Yeah, sometimes people grow from them losses, man. Especially being in there with a guy like Bud, he probably took something from that and showed it in his last fight, which is a good thing. Which means that he is a force to be reckoned with at welterweight if that's his mentality.
Hey, but y'all see how they did him though? I just didn't like how they did him. As soon as he lost to Bud, he dropped to number 12 and number 13. And I'm like, bro, how do you go from top 5 in every sanctioning body and then you lose to Bud and all of a sudden you're not even top 10 in those sanctioning
Not big name, not a big name, not a big backing. That's what it is, man.
That's fucked up.
Not popular. That's what it is.
They had Jaron Enos ahead of Cavaliaskas. I'm like, man, this shit is disgraceful.
Yeah, didn't he beat a guy that was like ranked like 176 or some shit? It was crazy, man.
Pavliauskas has one of the best wins in the division, man. He beat, like, people don't rate this win, but he destroyed David Abanesian. David Abanesian's off of 2 back-to-back wins over Kerman Laharaga, who was ranked in the top 15 of all the sanctioning bodies before Abanesian fought him, was the European champion and was destroying talent all across Europe. And he's a big puncher, big guy, Kerman, and Abanesian wrecked his life, man. And Egas destroyed him. I mean, that draw with Ray Robinson looks better by the day because I think we can all agree. Ray Robinson beat Josh Kelly. He beat him. That was a robbery draw. He destroyed Josh Kelly in that ring.
Oh yeah, that was like, and you know, at that time, everybody was hyping Josh Kelly. He went in there. I was like, dog, this dude is boo boo.
I don't think it's that he's boo boo. I just think Ray Robinson. I think he's the most underrated fighter in the welterweight division. That dude is awkward, tricky, long, southpaw.
Beat Crawford in the Emmys. He loved to say that. He loved to bring that up. I beat Crawford in the amateurs. I'm like, damn.
Well, he did, and he beat him legitimately. I've seen footage of that years ago.
Oh, you saw the footage? Yeah, I ain't seen the footage.
That was years ago. I seen that. That was in 2011 or 12. I think I seen that footage of that crap. It's a long time ago now. That was floating around on Facebooks.
And he beat him like what? Like decisively, or it wasn't
3 rounds to zip, man. 3 rounds to zip. There was no question. Yeah, he really did. But that's the Amis. Crawford's improved a lot since then. Remember, Danny Garcia wasn't an amazing amateur, and he went 1-1 with Crawford. Crawford wasn't a fantastic amateur. Some of these guys, they improve when they go pro because they're more suited to the pro style. Tiafimo's another. Like, look at Ryan and Devin. These guys, if they were elite Amis, yeah, they wouldn't have turned pro when they did. What would they have done?
Hey, I want to ask you real quick, Mark, because you kind of brought up Tiafimo, and for some reason I thought about Raleigh. Bro, what's your grade of Raleigh Romero, man? Be real, dog.
Be real? I think he's garbage.
Yeah.
Am I alone in thinking Raleigh's garbage?
Absolutely not, man. I don't think so. I'm not sure if anyone on this panel thinks that dude.
Right, let's talk about the real prospect, man. Jackson Marinez. Let's give credit to him. He won that fight.
Hell yeah.
That Phoenix, shit, man.
I couldn't believe they clearly robbed that dude like that. Like, that shit burned me up on the inside. I was like, man, this shit right here, dog, is be making you pissed off when you watch boxing. But hell yeah,
when they start talking shit after they got a robbery. After they get a robbery and they get the decision, they just talking big shit like, yeah, I'm out here knocking everybody out. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, it's just awful, man. I'm like, damn, what's it coming to? Like, this is bad, you know? Sometimes people be humble, like, I don't know, I gotta squeak that bitch out. This motherfucker is right.
Hey, we got King Casual Kong in the building. What's going on, Doc?
Evening, gents.
What's going on? Hey, what time is it out there?
9:17.
9:17. Okay.
What's the same as Eastern time?
What is this imagery you are brought in here?
Oh, Canelo got caught putting his hand in the cookie jar.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's a good edit right there. I like that. Good imagery. Hey, I wanted to ask you, King Iron Kong, about Joe Smith and Better Beef, man.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Joe Smith really surprised me against Elida Alvarez. I understood that, you know, Elida is not what he used to be, but he really is like Joe Smith looked really good, right? From how he got schooled by Bivol, I was like, okay, Joe Smith looks really good. But against Beterbiev, I mean, both of them are the same fighter, like in terms of come forward and power punches, but I think Beterbiev has more for him, has more skills than just being a puncher. And I think people underrate that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think, well, before you go, if you watch the Callum Johnson fight, is it Callum Johnson his name is?
Yeah, Callum Johnson.
Right, yeah. Right. You know, he got caught really good from Callum. And in my opinion, I might take Callum over Joe Smith. That's my opinion.
Callum over who?
Joe.
Oh, I don't know about that.
That's my opinion. I might take Callum over.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I think
I
Joe is
don't think I don't
strong.
think I don't think Joe Smith has nothing for Better Beard. If Joe Smith is
Oh
saying
damn.
like, because I saw an interview from him, I saw an interview saying that like him and Better Beard were power punches, but I think Better Beard has more skills than Joe Smith.
More
Yeah.
polished. Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah,
But I'm just like, man, I don't know. I mean, the dude got he got decent pressure. I can see, and he does take shots. Like he be just eating shots, man, and you can't do that with a better beer. But
that's right.
still, like, there's two bangers though, so I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely watching it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
Did
like,
they did,
I'm interested.
did,
What the
did they
fuck is
elevate Joe
Bivol
Smith?
doing?
I have no
What?
idea.
Well, the problem is Black Bivol has beaten all these dudes already, so he don't really have a lot of people in the WBA for him to fight. Like he's beaten up Pascal already, he's beaten Joe Smith already. So all these people that are at the top of the division, he's already beaten them. The only thing left for him to do is unify.
Yeah,
Unify.
I
unify.
mean, what
Yeah.
else? There's nothing else for him to
That's what I
do.
thought about him. Like, what the fuck is he trying to do right now?
I think Marcus Brown wanted to finally fight him. I was like, when Marcus Brown had the opportunity, he fought Pascal and lost.
Oh, I forgot
But
about Marcus Brown. Yeah, he shit. What the fucker,
but
bro?
but like you guys just said, Better BF has a fight lined up,
Yes.
right? And then he's possibly gonna fight the winner of Joe, and for that, so that they could get that on. And
Yeah.
but what I'm trying to think of is in the meantime and in between time, that's why Bivol was like, oh well then what up with Canelo? You
I
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
understand that.
Yeah,
I
he's like, why not go for a big name in the process of waiting for a unification?
Yeah, I'm not
can
How
I
happy with
come?
it
just
anyway.
How come this? Oh, go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, there's a guy who's moved up into that weight division now because of circumstances. I think we'd all be interested in David Benavidez versus Bivol.
Yeah,
Didn't
but
hold on,
but
didn't
didn't
Benavidez say
David
he's
say
gonna
he
fight?
want to stay at 168?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
Hey,
WBC said
Benavidez
they're
better
not
get it.
re-ranking him. They said they're not re-ranking him for the
Oh
foreseeable.
So
wow.
they just
Wow.
kicked him out of the division and then gave him like what the? I didn't know a
I think
sanctioning body could do that.
it's the suspensionary rule. He's been suspended once and he missed weight again, not within a year's period, and you only get a certain amount of chances unless you're like a marquee, massive sanctioning thing.
Wait a minute. So let me get this straight. So it's kind of like a dad saying, "Oh well, you missed weight, so I'm gonna put you in 175." It's like, and then they gave him a good ranking, like a number one ranking.
Yeah,
That's
like like
crazy.
That's
That's like,
strategic, bro.
like he's the champ.
yeah, yeah. But look who he's number one for.
Yeah.
Better be it.
Better be.
Yeah,
Punishment.
so he needs
That's
to
a
get
Discipline.
punishment.
re-ranked in that double. Either if he wants to stay at 168, he needs to get re-ranked with a different body, or
Yeah,
go with the WBA route, man, and try fight Bivol. I don't think
yeah,
he beats Bivol, but that's a
Ooh.
great fight. That's a
Yeah,
great fight.
I
yeah.
think Bill
I
will
think it is.
embarrass him though. I think Bill will
I, I,
embarrass him though.
I think better be able to do. I think Benavidez will do fine at 170, except for the like top guys. I think it would be fun
Well,
to watch him to see where he's at. I mean, because it's not like he'd have to make weight no more,
I mean,
you
he's
know. And
earning
he's
weight for
bringing
himself.
something. He's bringing something to 175 that a lot of those guys don't have, and that's hand speed.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's
So I
earning.
mean,
get
I
him
mean,
in there with Zurdo, man. Let's get that
Zerto
fight
ain't
yeah,
going.
doing shit.
yeah,
That would actually be pretty good. They'll get a lot of
yeah,
interest
he
from
told
the
me funny.
Mexican fan base.
My bad. Go ahead, Red.
No, you good. No, I was just saying that that'll get a lot of intrigue from the Mexican fan base.
Yeah. Toby, real quick. He said, "Could you imagine a Korean guy in the Olympics talking shit about the Roy Jones Jr. fight after, like Raleigh did?" Yeah, man, that shit. Because that's what Raleigh did. He clearly got his ass whooped, and he on there with these big ass bifocals on, talking shit, like, bruh. And that man was in there glitching and shit. I'm like, man, this nigga need to go get a brain scan, like, quick. Get this nigga off live, off IG, and get this nigga brain scan promotions, quick.
yeah. He pulled a Broner. Y'all know I won that fight on God and them.
Hey, that man said,
I
"Well,
did it for the hood.
you want cheese on that burger." I'm like, this nigga talking about burgers and shit in the post fight.
You know what
What did
though? It sounded stupid, but the context was he was talking to Dan Raphael. So after I found that out,
All right,
I'm like, okay,
I
it
didn't
makes sense
realize that. Now it makes sense. Okay.
because at first I'm like, what the fuck is brother talking about, a cheeseburger? But yeah,
Yeah.
it was because Dan Raphael asked him a question. And then that's what he said. That he's like, I'm like, yeah, this
Okay,
is
so now
really
it
more
makes it kind
about
of
his
funny.
fat ass.
Right, because
Smothered in gravy.
the way the edits are out here, it make it look like this man is a complete idiot, and he had motherfucking what they call it, concussion, nigga. Straight up. I thought he
All right,
was
It's
gents.
severely
funny.
concussed.
See,
I'm gonna
I
jump
can't.
off. Have a good one.
All right, Mark. Thank you, man.
Later,
Coming on.
Mark.
Later, Mark.
See, I'm gonna say this. I can't figure out which is funnier, that with or without context.
Right. Yeah, I was just thinking like probably funnier because I was thinking like, damn, Pacquiao really beat the shit out of this fool.
That's the
So
same thing I thought. And then when I was looking, because I used that clip for like one of my boxing meme videos, which I want to get back to doing, by the way. But I when I found the clip, I was like, wait a minute, he's talking to Dan Raphael. That's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
that's funny, yeah. When you gonna cheese on that burger? I was like, who the fuck is he talking about? What is he talking about? But now it makes sense. It make a lot of sense. Dan Raphael is probably sitting there imagining this shit. Like, damn, this man talking about burgers. He went right to the motherfucking burger shack right after that.
Forgot he fucked up his train of thought. He stopped asking questions and bouts.
He was about to ask AB another question until he started talking about a burger. And he like, fuck, I'm hungry now. Fuck this.
Hey, tell the truth. You can see Dan Raphael meeting up with Andy Ruiz after, he's like, man, fuck AB. Where's Andy Ruiz? We got a dinner date.
Right.
We got to go to that new buffet that he was telling me about.
See, so you brought him up, man. What's he doing, man? He's still getting trained by Reynoso, but on his off time when he's not training, he popping bottles with thoughts. So your boy, man, you got to talk. Somebody talk to y'all boys, Ruiz, man.
Yeah, he's a talented dude too. He got pop. He got damn good hand speed. You could just match it with a little foot speed.
When the last time we seen somebody talented, a fat ass talented motherfucker like that? When the last time we seen that? Like, Gerald Miller, he disqualified. He did PED, so he disqualified.
Tyson Fury don't look like a fighter.
Yeah, but he don't look like Andy Ruiz either. Let's keep it real. Like, yeah, you're right. He don't look like a fighter, but he don't look like Andy.
Skinhead. He look like. He said his frame says he could compete at cruiserweight. Oh, you talking about Benavidez? Raleigh had the glasses on to mask his teary eyes because he knows deep down he fucked up. I was like, man, this man's an idiot. You need to get this nigga completely to the fucking hospital, get his brain checked out.
He said he was glitching.
He's in there glitching and shit, dog. The nigga he started talking about some different shit. I was like, bro, you gotta stay focused on this boxing talk, on talking about on this boxing shit. This nigga started talking about other shit. I'm like, damn, take them silly glasses off and end the live. Been on news, but I watch ABC News. Oh, okay. Fury doesn't look like a fighter until his 6'9", 280-pound ass runs up on you. I mean, sheesh. Yeah, man. I mean, hey, I got hey, what y'all think about that? I got Wilder winning the rematch, man. KO. Third time a charm. The lucky punch gonna land this time in the third fight. If Wilder win the third fight, this motherfucker Fury, man. Like, what is he? Is he retired?
I think so.
Hmm?
I think I mean, if Tyson Fury loses the third fight, then what is the whole point of anything else? Because it's not like he can try and leverage no fight with AJ or whatever, right? I mean, we'll still want to see the fight, but then everybody will revert back to Wilder and AJ, Wilder and AJ. And we know Deontay Wilder is not going to fight Anthony Joshua. It's not going to happen, right? So, what else is Tyson Fury going to do? You know?
So if Deontay Wilder is victorious, you still think he won't fight AJ?
No, I don't think so.
So that
I think
belt,
they're gonna box that belt in over there forever.
Well, he might as well, because it's like, look, the motherfucker agenda first off was trying to get to 50-0. He couldn't get that. So you might as well go out there undisputed, because that mission has failed right there.
Well, it ain't gonna happen.
You gotta.
They're gonna do a Wilder versus Andy Ruiz. They're gonna box that. They're gonna make sure Deontay Wilder retires and that belt stays at PBC.
Yeah, man. Fuck.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I just think he's gonna land a lucky punch, man, out of rage and shit.
Oh, hey,
He ain't gonna fight Ruiz. He's gonna fight Ortiz. Remember, why not Ortiz 3, Ortiz 4?
I think Ruiz will stop Wilder. I think Ruiz will beat Wilder. That's what I feel. He said, did you say Ortiz, bro?
Hey, Wilder said that.
Wilder said that. You don't remember that? He was like, why not Ortiz 2 and Ortiz 3? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so I think that's what he'll do. He'll be like, well, I gotta really run that back, because I gotta run back all the controversial wins ASAP.
Yeah, we gotta make sure that I won that.
He gonna drag that man outside of the nursing home if he got to.
That's right.
All right. I got you soccer training.
Okay.
Third time the charm, the lucky punch is gonna land. Hey, it might. I think it's gonna land.
I'm gonna slip out and get in the chat, all right? Yeah. All
right, brother.
Yeah, I'm in the chat.
That's a fucking avatar right there. Hilarious, dog. That man got an image of Canelo picking a cherry.
You like that? You like that, Black?
I had to put that up for you left. I said, hold up, dog. Hey, y'all get a good look at this one, man. That's the best one I've seen, I think, so far, dog.
You like that?
God damn, that's hilarious. Hey, that's classic.
Hey,
Shout out to Iron Cone for coming through, man. God damn. Hey, y'all, hit that like button. Episode 24. We have Mark, Iron Cone. We got our usuals in the chat. A couple people who haven't seen in a while who came back. Hawk says, how do sloppy, floppy gloves make you hit harder? Can somebody explain this? Hey, man, I can't explain it, but, I think I heard that he's supposed to come out with some evidence or something. That's just a rumor I heard.
Yeah, that was a while ago, though. We haven't seen the evidence yet. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to. I've been like, I ain't been looking for it, but I'm like, I thought something was supposed to be released. Shit, when they gonna do it? This has been the longest exclusive promo I've ever seen on something. Like, release this shit already. Release the Kraken, nigga. Release the documents.
Sloppy, floppy gloves.
Release the floppy disk with all the information on it.
Release the floppy disk with all the information about the floppy glove.
Right. Because if he got a case, I want to hear it.
On the sloppy gloves for the sloppy Wilder. All right. That's what we doing.
Hey, Angel, ain't you the
What's your thoughts on the glove, man?
Ain't you the king of the sloppy seconds, Angel?
Hey, that's right. That's right. Listen, let me check this out, right? Check this out. Hey, look, hey, there's nothing wrong with it. It's only wrong if you're not with it. Man, hey, listen, check this out. November, we already know what's gonna happen. Danny we're gonna be unifying, okay? And then we're gonna go how UGC says, undiscrewed it. All right, undiscrewed it. That means all
Jamal,
5
right.
belts, because the WBO, you know, all the belts, you know what I mean?
Right.
It counts, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, you already know,
Man said
baby.
all 5 belts.
Ask me anything. Ask me anything. I'm here.
So
I'm
is
here.
I got a question. I got a question.
You gonna see it, baby.
Angel, I got a question. Did you see the live that Keith Thurman did? And he was talking about nobody beat him for that WBC. If you do beat Spence in November, what are your thoughts on what Keith Thurman said about that belt still being his?
Dropped off promotion. While he thinking about it, Sporting Fan says UFO files being released, but Spence medical and Fury gloves classified.
Listen, Keith, in that interview, it just sounded like he was in all right.
Shout out to Angel with the no look sloppy floppy.
Hey, but Black, have you seen that? Have you seen what I'm talking about?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hey, you coming in? Hey,
Yeah, we
Angel,
can hear you now.
You coming in and out, Angel. I think you got a lag or something. But you talking about something that was recently uploaded, Red Glove?
Yeah.
I didn't see that, man. I didn't see it.
All right, so he was like in a gym working out, looking into the camera, and he started talking about that he was depressed. Hold on a sec. But he said that he was depressed after losing to Pacquiao. He said that he ballooned up to like 190 after commentating on the Spence Porter fight, and then he started talking about how he never lost that WBC title, and it's like, well, it's kind of irrelevant because you ended up losing to Pacquiao. So like the only thing you're saying is that belt is really Pacquiao's belt, you know, like because that's what would happen.
right.
So yeah, if you want, I'll share the link. I'll share the link with you in the hangout or something. But
you said Earl pull it off, right? Didn't Thurman say that Earl was gonna pull it off? That he had Earl winning?
Is that what he said?
I think he did say that, and he said that he wants that fight. That's the other thing that stood out to me. I'm like, okay, now you want the fight, Spence?
Right.
He said that Danny's eyes got big when he seen Porter touching him. He was like, "Oh, I want a piece of that action." He said, "I seen his eyes. He got excited."
Is that true, Angel?
That's right.
Is that true? Crazy Angel, is that true?
Was he looking at? Was Danny looking at Spence like he was a big piece of mofongo?
Nah, I'll show you how he was looking at him right here. I'm jumping in the ring on this nigga.
Look, we was like this.
Hey, real quick.
We was like, hey, yo, we got him, baby. Yeah, that ass is ours. We no look off and hooking, smoking that ass. That's right. All up in that shit.
Hey, why Toby clowning? He said, hey, Crazy Andrew, he said your son needs 6 belts, 1 for every toe. Goddamn.
That's right. You fucking right. 6 toes. 6 toes, everybody goes. Don't you know? Danny's never been down. Never been down. These are facts. All right.
That's real shit. That motherfucker.
He got good balance.
Hey, let's keep it real though. Keep almost got him. Keep almost got him in that right hand.
Listen, how many times you gonna count my son down? It's 38-0. JFL been saying it for the longest. It's just on paper that he has the losses. But people know Danny is 38-0. We don't know this.
Hey,
Come
Angel.
on.
Angel, you know who's not undefeated anymore? JFL. He had a run-in with me, and he's been MIA since. You know,
He hasn't been. Listen. You don't have to tell. He hasn't been to the barbershop in 6 months. Same messes. We've been coming down to JFL. Come back. Listen, we know it's come back to boxing. Come back to the barbershop. We'll take care of you. We'll give you some new gold clippers. Listen, we got the gold clippers for you waiting. We got your own little chair. You could cut hair now. You don't got to sweep. You graduating, baby. Now you can cut hair. Let's go.
Man gonna go from sweeping to cutting.
Black, I forgot to tell you about that. The
What?
next day after that whole thing went down, this is quick. After that whole thing went down between me and him, somebody else was getting at me in the chat. He's like, I'm gonna get JFL. I'm like, go ahead, I ain't afraid of him.
But like you're supposed to get scared of some shit. I'm about to get JFL.
And then he showed up and I was on the panel, and the dude was like, hey, JFL, jump on the panel. Get that red glove. He's like, man, fuck red glove. Like he didn't want no part.
Oh, wow. So he was on the panel with you, but he didn't. He got on, act like he was gonna, you know what I'm saying, flame you or something.
No, he wouldn't even get on the panel at that point.
Oh,
like he was in the chat. I was on the panel. The other guy was telling him to jump on the panel so that he could get at me, and he didn't want to do it. He's just like, you know, he's like, man, fuck red glove. It's like, yeah, that's because your ass got embarrassed yesterday.
So does any community like welcome that dude, or because I know MXBC I think kicked him out, and then who else? What was this group? What was this clique? I forgot.
JB4 that got dissolved. It doesn't exist anymore. Then that's like basically Hefe was like, you know, JB4 is dead. Now it's the MXBC. So that's why he started, JFL started fucking with them. But here's the thing. They told him it's free smoke. He called me out. I jumped on that panel, and what happened. But he got mad stage. So y'all just gonna let him spin false narratives? But it's like they said, you wanted free smoke. Like free smoke isn't us ganging up on him or putting him backstage when he's giving you that work. Free smoke is y'all go at it, and whoever wins the debate. So then that's when he started saying, y'all are slipping. He's like, fuck the MXBC. And then they were like, you know what? You're a fucking faggot. And they beat his ass.
Hey, real quick. Just a quick score update. New York, we whooping y'all ass, bruh. Steelers just scored again. Hey, it's fourth quarter. So hold L's, all the L's. Shout out to Saquon Barkley. Take that L.
You said the Steelers is your team?
Yes, sir.
All right. There's actually a dude. He has nothing to do with the YTBC, but he has a channel on YouTube, and he talks a lot about the NFL. He lives in New York. From like his accent and everything, he sounds like he's born in New York, born and raised. He's a diehard Steelers fan, though.
Yeah, I'm a diehard Steelers.
Yeah, where is he from? Where's he from?
I think he's in Brooklyn.
Must be
I think he's from Brooklyn. The name of the channel, I'll just tell you, because he don't got nothing to do with YTBC.
Oh, that's Senior. That's not bad. That's Senior. I didn't even realize.
That's Senior over there. But it was
that's right.
His name is Chiseled Adonis. So if y'all are into Adonis, if y'all are into NFL, check out Chiseled Adonis. He's actually pretty funny. Like he's a funny dude. Actually, Kid, remember that clip that I shared where with the 3-piece where the dude got punched one time in the amateurs, he froze, and then the dude hit him 2 more times. That was from Chiseled Adonis's channel. He mainly covers the NFL, and he was even covering the XFL. But like whenever there's a funny clip or like there's a big boxing match, he'll make some funny commentary on it. Like he did when AJ lost to Ruiz. He did when Wilder knocked out Brazil. And he just has funny commentary.
That's good. You know what? And it's good that you brought up Chiseled Adonis because Chiseled Lomachenko. Everybody thinks Lomachenko's chiseled. There's no kinkies in his armor.
My son is gonna eat his freaking armor. Do you understand? Look at me.
Oh
Just
shit.
just look at me. But just look at my face. Look at my face, real quick. Look at me. Look. When I tell you my son is gonna put the kinks in the arm, we already know the kinks in his armor, baby. All right. Talk to Angel Garcia. We already spoke on this. All right. Listen. It's gonna be a knockout. You're gonna be crying and stuff. Hey, it's okay. I got a shoulder right here. Look at my shoulder. You could cry on it, all right? I'm gonna put the wire right there on my shoulder
know
on
what?
YouTube. All you Lomo fanboys, you could cry right there. Understand? And then the next one that's gonna cry on their shoulder is the Danny Garcia fans, because my son is gonna take over. You know what I'm saying? We
Hey,
140, 147, and then we going up to 150 and 160. And then we're gonna get Canelo. Where you at, man? My son's ready now. But
Hey,
the thing is,
so
we
I
gotta
wanted to say
unify,
something
you know what I'm
about that.
saying?
Senior. Hey, Senior, I wanted to say something about that because I'm sitting there thinking, I would love to see that fight happen if it was to ever happen, just to see the trainers go at it. You and Crazy Angel go at it. That'd be epic.
And then you
Imagine that
hold
person.
on, but you also got to throw in Ruben Guerrero.
Oh yeah, that one too. Hit me, baby! Come on. Fucking
You
My
crazy,
son
like
wants
man.
the winner. My son
Yeah.
wants the winner. Shit.
We want all the smoke. We want the winner, fool.
He used to get it with Mayweather Senior though. And that shit lasted for a while too. They stayed beefing.
Yeah, I think that was the
Look,
only time somebody was really able to get underneath Roy Senior's skin. That man got underneath Roy Senior's skin.
listen, all I know is Ruben can't
Go
touch me
ahead.
in that ring. You know what I'm saying? I already seen his speed against Angel, so I already know Ruben can't beat me. You know what I'm saying? Because look how Angel caught him in his neck. You know, he tried to step to Angel caught him in his neck a couple times, and he was so quick. He was talking his shit, and he was talking hablando mierda. He was hablando mierda, and then he stepped to him, and then he was like, "Nada, tate quieto." He called him with the tate quieto. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think I'm gonna do to him? I'm bigger than Angel Garcia. I'm bigger than him. What do you think I'm gonna do to him? I'll do him dirty.
Hey,
You know
hold
what
on.
I'm
Hey,
saying?
that motherfucker from Philly, bro. He's from Philly, though. Hey, Phillies ain't, you know.
Philly, Smelly, I don't care where you from. I'm from everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? I've been everywhere.
Would
If
you
I've been
say that
everywhere, I live there.
Smelly.
I act like I live there. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from everywhere. If you see me on your block, just know that I live there. Okay?
would you say
So
that the
I'll
angel
pay him.
face?
I'll say it to anybody's face. I'm the Lopez.
Yeah.
Look at my face. Look at his face. You see? That's gonna be his face.
More.
Listen, that's gonna be Loma's face. You see how Loma was with Linares? You see how Linares caught Loma in the face? That's how my son. What do you think my son is gonna do? If Linares caught Loma like that, what do you think my son's gonna do? What do you think my son's gonna do? Lo destruir cara. The chisel
Hold
is
on.
that
I think somebody just came in. Hold on. Man, your motherfucking son ain't gonna do shit, man. Fuck you and your son. That nigga weak as fuck, nigga. He ain't gonna be undisputed old franchise ass, nigga. What was you saying? Go ahead. That's how them niggas looking in the background, though. I like that avatar.
Listen, y'all tune in. I know who's gonna win already. All right. Angel, you're my mans, but you know what you did, and you know what's up, all right? When you see me, Papi, it's on. We're gonna go fit the cup, but it's all love at the end, you know what I'm saying? And this guy, I don't know who this guy is, but listen, homeboy, you don't want nothing with me, homeboy, all right? You don't want nothing with me, Papa, all right? Don't get it twisted.
Hey,
Listen,
look, man. I'm gonna tell you like Bud Crawford said to Gary Russell. I'll break your fucking neck.
No, listen. Like my man Angel Garcia, he's 50, he's 57. I'm damn near 50. I don't know. I'm in my 50s. All right. Listen, I'm old, okay? Don't come at me I'll slap you so hard. I'll slap you so hard that I'll make you act good. All right?
So violent. I was born ready.
All right, I'm out. I'm out. Listen, Canelo, look, I respect you, bro, but you know what's up. Go fix your contract. You can't even talk to me right now.
He needs to get his hand out of the cookie jar first.
So Oscar, what happened to Canelo's contract? And he just smiled like that.
Nothing. Everything is fine. Golden Boy is on its way. It's going to be fantastic. Me against Canelo, the Aztec Warrior against the Aztec Warrior. It's going to be absolutely insane. And I'm going to come back. Put me back on. Look at my face when I'm talking to you. Look, it's going to be me and Sergio Martinez in my comeback. It's going to be the biggest fight. Everybody tune in.
You're breaking my heart. You're breaking my heart.
I never knew he could do that.
Hey, dog, that shit was fucking hilarious, bro. Hey, on everything, bro, they show the interview. He be saying shit like that. Like, so what's going on with his contract? You know, everything is well. Everything is great. I'm like, bro, this shit can't be that great the way you be acting, bro. You must be high. Test this nigga. Get your high ass out of here. Oh, yeah, thank you. Talk with this motherfucker. All right, my bad, yo. My bad.
Nah, you good. That shit with Oscar.
Man, that's the most classic. Who took this picture, man? This is what I want to know. Who caught him slipping like that? Yeah, just snorted a line.
The fight
and
is
then
going
said,
on. Hey, no. Don't
Hey,
say
look.
that I've been to rehab. Don't say that I've been to rehab. Shut your mouth. Don't bring up any past things, fishnets and wooden spoons. No. It's
It was
over.
fun,
But we're
wasn't it?
talking about Canelo. Canelo is fantastic. It's going to be
Wait,
fantastic. Tune in on pay-per-view.
He spooned me.
so we can't bring up the fishnets or the emails, right?
I went to rehab. I've been to rehab.
Hey, 1-2 Kid. It literally looked like he snorted a line right before he said cheese, and they snapped the camera like, cheese. Motherfucking cokehead.
I'm over here trying to eat. 1-2 Kid got me fucking dying over here.
Right, Hawk.
No, hold up. I got a better impression, y'all. Pull it up.
Uh-oh. Classic.
That was spot on.
Hey, right.
Nobody's done a better impression. Shout out to the 1-2 Kid myself for the first time for bigging myself up for being the first one to do an Al Heyman impression. The very first Al Heyman impression.
Ooh, that was lit. I agree. He was born ready. Hey, man, that might be his new daddy. Hey, any new updates on y'all boy Canelo though? Anybody in the chat? Is it looking good? Or?
Last I heard, the case got thrown out. He has a deadline to amend it, so apparently he didn't have enough basis for the lawsuit, so he could still sue them. He just gotta come back with an amended lawsuit, and then they'll either deny that one as well, or they'll go ahead and proceed.
Ooh, man. When they saw that motherfucking contract and they realized what they was up against, the attorneys was like, whoa, shit. I don't know, Canelo. I don't know about this one. Hey, man, best of luck to the dude, man. Because, what do they say? 11 fights a slave? Let me stop. Not 7 days, not 7 days a slave. 7 years a slave. It's 11 fights a slave.
What is that?
Chaz back in the box. Get your ass back in the box and go fight.
Here's the thing, though. When you sign your name on a contract, like, you know, I'm sure Golden Boy and the Zone, they made sure that they had themselves covered. Like, you gotta make sure that you're really satisfied with that, because I mean, you already seen it. It got thrown out once already. Now, unless he could find something in that contract that gives him a loophole or something, he's stuck.
Stuck promotions. Goddamn. Oh well.
It sounds like they both screwed him, man.
How many more fights?
For real.
9, 8. How many?
I don't know, man. Somebody wasn't looking at the contract.
Hold on, let's
they just broke down the weed and put the cocaine on the shit. They said, all right, look, let's sign the shit and we're gonna break our weed down on the shit and we're gonna snort these lines. Fuck it.
I think Golden Boy just told them both what they wanted to hear and then got them both to sign and was like, yeah, y'all gotta hash that shit out. Like, that's fucked up. I think that's what's happening, man.
Hey, is that what they did to Angel? You should have went back to this shit.
That's right.
I'm gonna have to find that interview.
Motherfucker was trying to get some help, and they let his hand go. Aztec Warrior versus Aztec Warrior. The Golden Boy versus Santos Alvarez. Get on.
Nah, I want to see Golden Boy and Sergio Martinez.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Sergio, but
that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Hey, but that motherfucker 47. I didn't realize De La Hoya was that old. That motherfucker 47, dog.
Oh yeah, he's up there. But real quick, when is that Mike Tyson fight?
Oh, in December or something? Didn't they move it to December or some shit? November or December?
I think I heard that it got moved. I didn't know when though. Like, that fight really, it got way more attention than anything any of these guys are doing. Like, I'm seeing, there's this dude, I watch him on YouTube because I think he's funny, but basically he does tech reviews. He's a dude from New York, goes by Flossie Carter. And he just, I like him because I think he's funny. And sometimes I consider buying the shit that he reviews, but he even mentioned it, and he don't got nothing to do with boxing on YouTube. He strictly does like reviews on cell phones and tablets and shit like that. So, but even I've even heard him talk about that Mike Tyson Roy Jones Jr. fight.
Yeah. Toby said Canelo says he doesn't know what is in his contract he signed. Crazy. Yeah. Well, live and learn, man. Lessons learned. Free Canelo. Goddamn. That's it. Hey, that's really all I got for this one, though, man. Be honest with you, man. Unless y'all got any more to cook on, any other topics.
I just got one thing, just watch your step, man, because you may fuck around and end up in the dumpster.
That's a classic, though.
Up, trying to come up with these lawsuits and stuff and get them all fucked up, and that's where they go. They go in the trash.
Hey, you trying to
dismiss.
Could you imagine if
dismiss yourself?
Could you imagine if Angel were to decide to start making content again?
Dog.
Like, look at all the shit he does just on the fly.
I told him that this nigga will be killing it. He'll be killing it. I think it's funny. But shout out to Angel, man, because he's a big part of this movement, this UGC.
Oh yeah,
I mean, has been from day one. So, and that's one thing about it, man. Like everybody has played a critical role in this movement, and I'm appreciative and humble, and I'm going to acknowledge y'all. It wouldn't be UGC without everybody here. Angel, Red, 1-2 Kid. You know what I'm saying, and everybody that even in the past that had contributed to it. So I still, am aware of what everybody's contributed to it. So even to this day, we still got knowledgeable people, funny, you know what I'm saying, and entertaining. And that's what y'all gonna get on this panel every fucking time. You know what I mean? So shout out to One Two Kid, Red Glove, Actual Facts Angel, also Angel, Crazy Angel, and Lopez Senior.
Mhm.
Shit.
Right.
De La Hoya came
Hey,
through.
cause I like, my bad, Black man. Thanks again for everything. I appreciate all the kind words, man. And for real, I learned from all y'all, man. Y'all inspire me, so I get all these ideas, man. They come on the fly, and like I be forgetting some stuff, man. Really, it just comes into the fly, and I'm like, all right, look at like this, and I completely forget anything I say on here is on a fly. I swear to
Right.
everything. They will tell you, and I forget. Like, what did I say? I really said that. I really killed off
Yeah,
Lil
that's the
Zane. Are you
difference
serious?
between
I
this
killed off
side.
Lil
When we
Zane.
kick,
That happened. Yeah, look, Black made a funny video about it.
right,
Hey,
right, right.
Cause I
Angel,
don't even remember.
I told my girl about the blue militant, blue glove militant.
That shit's clapping. It's the blue glove millipede. You got to bring the blue glove millipede back, Nick.
Yeah, I kid. That was the start of COVID. Because the blue glove, nobody could find the gloves. It's just sold out. So blue glove millipede came up. Like
Right.
yeah, everybody got me on, baby. I'm
No,
pimping out here.
no glove, no love.
No glove, no love.
No glove, no love. I like that one. That's lit.
I'm dead.
That shit lit.
I can't
Hey,
talk.
flame of fame to the whole panel, and flame of
Thank
fame
you.
to everybody that participated. Oh shit. Yeah, man. Come on, Ben. Take care of the ball. Hey, but flame of fame to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come through every time and
Yeah, man.
entertain the chat and entertain the playback. Shout out to the playback once more.
Wait, real
man.
quick, can I give one flame to fame real quick? I
Sure,
meant to
sir.
do it earlier. Gary Russell Jr. for being the class act with the whole situation with Leo
absolutely.
Santa Cruz's father. Like he apologized to that man, and he said this is bigger than boxing, and he's a class act. Like, you could say whatever you want about narratives being talked about Gary Russell right now, the pound for pound and all that, but that's irrelevant to the fact that he conducted himself like a real man in that instance. So flame to fame for Gary Russell Jr.
For sure, man. So shout out to Red for pointing that out. And despite all the damn clout chasing he did get a flame of fame for doing that. Like, you can do one good thing and that can kind of almost make everybody forget about all the damn fuck shit. You did one positive thing, so yeah, he definitely, deserves flame of fame. Now tomorrow he might get the shame again. Just depends on what he do. You feel me? Sometimes he go live for the dumbest shit. I'll be like, bro, I need to just throw him back on it. Be honest with y'all, stay off that topic because I don't really be liking all the clout chase shit. But as far as that, when it comes to somebody, passing away, that's when you put all the jokes and everything else aside to at least acknowledge, acknowledge the dead. So we sing our condolences to Leo Santa Cruz and his family, and flame of shame to the ones that, while he was actually, giving his condolences, was out there criticizing him and trying to take shots at him and shit. Like, that ain't the time for that. You know what I mean? Wait for him to get back on a clout chase shit before you start, trolling him. But when he's giving it up to somebody and he's showing condolences to somebody who passed away, that ain't the time to say, oh man, Buck Crawford gonna whoop your ass. Wrong time for that. You know what I mean? So, but that's really all we got, man. Let's see what else we got left in the chat, and we can shut it down. Phalanx came in late. Says good being able to catch you live. Yeah, man, we about to shut it down. So hopefully you can catch the playback if you get an opportunity. Shout out to the new subscribers and everybody that participated for this live one. All right, peace out, Hawk. Any last thoughts, fellas? Angel, 1 2 Kid, Red.
Thanks for having me,
AKA
man.
Reggie
Okay,
Liverpool.
man. Thanks, man.
And thanks for having me. Great live as always.
Hey, y'all, we will be back with episode 25 soon. So don't have this face right here. Don't be shocked because we're going to definitely be back. That's all we got, man. UDC. Yeah.
Peace.